Hello viewers, welcome to the digital platform of UN Autonomous College. I am Rusha Kaur, lecturer in Department of MSW. Today I am going to describe the concept of urbanization. So, first to understand the concept of urbanization, we have to understand the concept of urban. The urban areas are very developed. There is a high density of human structure such as house, commercial buildings, roads, bridges and railways. Urban area can refer to town, cities and suburbs. An urban area includes the city itself as well as the surrounded areas. So, the urban areas means the huge area which comprises large houses, buildings, roads, railways, and the urban area means the city, the town and the suburbs also. The urban area not only comprises only cities. The urban area is the area which comprises the surroundings of the city as well. Next, we have to discuss about the characteristics of urban area. First characteristics is size. As a rule, in the same country and at the same period, the size of an urban community is much larger than that of a rural community. In other words, urbanity and size of a community are positively correlated. And the second characteristics is density of the population. Density of population in urban areas is greater than in rural communities. Urbanity and density are positively correlated. So, the first characteristics of an urban area is its size. The size of the urban area is larger than the size of the rural area. The second characteristics is the density of population. The word density refers to the number of mass in a particular area. So, the mass density of an urban area must be higher than the rural area. So, the density of population and the urbanity is positively correlated. The urbanity is higher when the density of the population is also higher. Next, we discuss about the third characteristics of a urban area. Third characteristics is family. So far as urban community is concerned, greater importance is attached to the individual than to the family. Nuclear families are more popular in urban areas. The fourth characteristics of urban area is marriage. In case of urban community, there is a preponderance of love marriages and intercaste marriages. One also comes across a greater number of divorces. Sons and daughters enjoy considerable freedom in choosing their life partners. So, as per the third characteristic, family in urban community, we mainly see the nuclear families. The families are differentiated by their root and they used to live and love to live in urban areas. And the fourth characteristics is marriage. In urban area, we can see the most cases of love marriages as well as intercaste marriages. As we know, marriage is a very much old institution in India, and some of times the intercaste marriages were prohibited, but in context of urbanity, the intercaste marriages are very much common. Daughters and sons are allowed to choose their life partner by their own. They live by their freedom. So, in many cases, there are lots numbers of divorces are also seen. Next, we discuss about the fifth characteristics. The fifth characteristics is occupation. In the urban areas, the major occupations are industrial, administrative and professional in nature. Divisions of labor and occupational specialization are very much common in town, cities or metropolis. The sixth characteristics is class extremes. In the word Bogart's, class extremes characterized the city. A town and a city house the richest as well as the poorest of people. In a city, the slums of the poor exist alongside the palatial bungalows of the rich, amidst the apartments of the middle class members. The most civilized modes of behavior as well as the worst recruiting are found in the cities. As in occupational diversification, we saw the major of the population are related to the administrative work or industrial work in the urban community, where in the rural community we saw the most of the people are engaged in agricultural work. In the urban community, the most distinct features that we saw the divisions of the labor. So, upper class, middle class, lower class labor we saw in the urban community. The next characteristics is class extreme. According to a sociologist Bogart's, he says that the class extremes denotes the city or the town's standard of living. In a city or town, we can saw the richest people as well as the middle class people and as well as the poorest people. The richest people are used to live in a palatial bungalow. The middle class people prefer their community, and as well as along the side of a palatial bungalow, we saw that the poor or poorer people are living in the slums area. Next, we discuss about the next characteristics of urban area. The next characteristics of urban area is social heterogeneity. If villages are the symbol of cultural homogeneity, the city symbolizes the cultural heterogeneity. The cities are characterized by diverse peoples, races and cultures. There is a great variety in regard to the food habits, dress habits, living conditions, religious beliefs, cultural outlook, customs and traditions of the urbanities. Next characteristics is social distance. Social distance is the result of anonymity and heterogeneity. Most of one's routine social contacts in a town or city are impersonal, segmentary in character. In the urban community, social responses are incomplete and half-hearted. There is utter lack of personal involvement in the affairs of others. The point or the characteristic social heterogeneity means difference. So in urban area we see that there is a lots of social heterogeneity. The heterogeneity is seen in food habits, dressing sense, culture, beliefs, norms, where in the rural area we can see the homogeneity. It means that a particular rural area can refer the significance of that particular area or the historic prevalence of the particular area. But in case of a city or town or metropolis, we saw that there is a lots of people from same community and different community as well. People are migrated themselves from one place to another place. So the heterogeneity is very much common in urban area. The next point is social distance. As per heterogeneity, people are very much segmented by their characteristics. People do not love to share their personal things with others. They are very much impersonal. So a social distance, where the mass population, the density of the population is high, but the population are socially distant from each other. Next, we discuss about the next characteristics. The next characteristics is system of interaction. George Simmel held that the social structure of urban communities is based on interest groups. The circles of social contacts are wider in the city than in the country. There is a wider area of interaction system per man and per aggregate. This makes city life more complex and varied. The city life is characterized by the predominance of secondary contacts, impersonal, casual and short-lived relations. Man at any rate, the man in the street virtually loses his identity, being treated as a number having a certain address. And the last characteristics is mobility. Urban life is dynamic. Social relations are temporary. Therefore, permanency does not develop in urban relations. There is a high rate of geographical as well as social mobility in urban areas. In America, on an average, a person changes his job occupational mobility within 6 years. The next characteristic of urban area is system of interaction. The casual, short time interaction between the people is very much wider in the town or the city area. As per occupational proficiency, people love to interact with people, various people from in short duration. They do not make their personal relation, but they love to make professional relationship. The next point is mobility. Mobility means migration. The urban life is very much dynamic. The people are geographically as well as socially mobilized, and that's why they do not make any permanent relationship. As for example, in America, a person can change their job, that means occupational mobility, in every 6 years. Next, we discuss about the definition of urbans in India. For the census of India 2011, the definition of urban area is a place having a minimum population of 5,000 of density 400 persons per square kilometer. That means 1000 by square meter or more than that. 75% plus of the male working population employed in non-agricultural activities. Places administered by a municipal corporation, cantonment board or notified town area committee are automatically considered urban areas. In India, the definition of urbans are: for census 2011, the urban area were defined by the place which has its minimum population 5,000 or more than that, and the density of the population must be 400% per square kilometer. The next criteria defines that the 75% male or more than 75% male should be engaged in non-agricultural work or non-agricultural task. And the third and mostly important feature of urban area in India is the particular area must be administered by municipal corporation or by cantonment board or by the town area committee. Next, we discuss about the definition of urbanization. Urbanization is the process by which large numbers of people become permanently concentrated in relatively small areas, forming cities. Urbanization is not merely a modern phenomenon, but a rapid and historic transformation of human social roots on global scale, whereby predominantly rural culture is being rapidly replaced by predominantly urban culture. So, in the definition of urbanization that says urbanization is a process. What kind of process? The process by which the large number of people migrated themselves permanently in a comparatively small place or concentrated themselves in that place. The process is called urbanization. Urbanization is not a modern phenomenon. It has a historic transformation of human social roots to global roots. That means the rural people mostly socially connected, but in case of urbanization, the people are mostly globally connected. So, nowadays the rural culture is predominantly suppressed by urban culture. Next, we discuss about the historic evolution of urbanization. Historical development of urbanization in India. Mesopotamia, Egypt and Indus Valley civilization was one of the developed city till 18th century. On that time, one equilibrium was exist between rural and urban population. Agriculture was dominant in rural area and trade and small scale manufacturing work was done in town area. The significant increase of urban population was happened on first millennium BCE. So, as we look into the primitive history, the Mesopotamia, Egypt, Indus Valley civilization was one of the most developed city till 18th century. That time there was a equilibrium of the population that was seen in rural population as well as in the urban population. The rural population mostly engaged with agricultural work, whereas the urban population mostly engaged with small scale business, that means trading. But the significant increasing of the population was first seen as first millennium BCE. BCE means before Common Era. Next, we see in the next slide. Another significant increase was traced in Mughal India. Urbanization of human population was started mainly in mid 18th century. Post independence India faces high rate poverty, unemployment and stagnant economy. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was focused on science and technology. Mixed economy system was adopted. So, today we discuss about the concept of urban, definition of urban in India, concept of urbanization. In our next class, we discuss about the causes and the historic evolution and consequences of urbanization. Hope you enjoy this video. If you have any query, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.